Hey everybody, it is Sam Brunel here.
And Antonio Clary.
And our guest today on our third episode of Beyond the Arc is Perris Jones from UVA football. Welcome, Perris.
Yeah,
Y'all doing?
the audience in the
Doing
background.
good. It's a beautiful day outside.
It is
So
indeed.
basically, yes, indeed, yeah. So basically, we're gonna start off with quick hitters today for the show. We'll do quick hitters with Perris, and we'll get into a little bit of Paris's story, kind of where he's from, and get to know him a little bit more, more than just a player. So we're gonna have some fun today, guys. And I'm gonna hand it over to Antonio to kick us off into our quick hitter segment for today.
What's going on, everyone? So for our quick hitter we have two of them. Our first one's going to be the NBA playoffs. So we're going to talk about each series, what our thoughts are. So, Perris, who you got right now, Lakers or Warriors? You got Lakers finishing it off, or you got Warriors coming back?
Well, they're gonna come back, overturn the three, and I'll end up winning the whole thing. So, yeah.
You said they're going to come back?
Yeah.
Nah.
The Lakers or who?
No, the Warriors are gonna come back.
Oh my gosh! Yes, Perris. I think the Warriors about to come back too. That's my team.
The Lakers are up.
No, man. They just.
Listen.
I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm gonna take the Warriors.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
LeBron's not gonna lose 4 games in a row or 3 in a row. Number 2, LeBron's never blew a 3-1 lead in his career. I think he's like, there was a stat that said he was like 12-0 or 17-0, somewhere around there. So LeBron is not blowing a 3-1 lead. Maybe because the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead a couple years ago. That does not mean LeBron's going to do that.
Hey, there's always a chance for it to happen for the first time.
Listen, LeBron's not very true. Listen, LeBron started strong. He's going to finish strong.
But what better way for history to flip itself than for the same team that did it to them to kind of be reciprocated? That's all I'm saying. It fits into the storyline.
It's a different squad, though. The Cavs did it to the Warriors, but LeBron will do it regardless. But
hasn't Steph Curry and the Warriors beat Cleveland like when LeBron was playing with them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Once at least.
So they did once without Kevin Durant, and then the other 2 they did with Kevin Durant.
So they've won 3 with LeBron being at Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're just proving our point. Like Steph Curry's a GOAT,
man.
I'm voting for Steph, man. My money's on Steph.
See, that's not my point. LeBron wasn't up 3-1 when he lost. He's up 3-1 now.
Tell you.
He's up 3-1.
The way that Steph is playing right now, if he gets some help, like if Clay wouldn't have been messing up and taking crazy shots, they would have won that game.
But listen, though, that's not because if he would have made those shots, everyone would be like, oh, he's the greatest shooter in the world. Klay Thompson is one of the greatest shooters in the world. That's the type of shots he takes. So you got to live with him missing it, and you got to live with him.
He's not going to have an off night again, man. I'm telling you.
All right.
After that performance, he's not going to have an off night.
He had 2 off nights, Perris.
And the third time's a charm, Antonio. Third time's a charm.
Listen. They played tonight, right?
Absolutely, they played tonight.
At 10.
I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to watch LeBron close it out.
Hey, all I'm going to say also, Perris, because I don't think you know this, but the last time we did a podcast, it was the last series the Warriors were in. Who are they playing? Sacramento or whatever?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we were talking with Ricky. We were talking with Ricky from men's lacrosse, and I said they were both all pro Lakers. Like the Golden State Warriors aren't gonna like make it through. Blah, 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 blah. And I said, y'all watch. The next time they play, which was like 2 days later, they're gonna go and win the rest of the series. What did they do? They went and won the rest of that series. And so I'm telling you right now, me and Perris, we got it.
It's a different squad. The Lakers are young. The Kings are a young team. First time in the playoffs in a long time. The Kings are a young team. The Lakers, nah, they're not going like that. You got LeBron, you got AD, you got Austin Reeves coming. Yeah, nah. You got Lonnie coming off the bench. Warriors gonna eat this one tonight.
Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna text
You
our
are,
group
man.
chat for this podcast, and I'm
Hey.
gonna just put a period.
The Warriors are going to win.
Listen, the Kings were a young squad, and I did not. Don't let Sam lie to you. I did not tell Sam that the Warriors would not beat the Kings. I said that if the Warriors lose game 4. If they go down 3-0, they would lose. But they won, and then they tied it up 2-2.
True.
And I said they can win this series, but they won't win the finals. Sam said that the Warriors are winning it all.
Mm-hmm. They are.
What do you think about that, Perris? He don't think that. He don't believe it.
Winning it all, I don't know. Winning it all, I don't know. Because Embiid
Jump on the
and the
wagon.
Sixers are looking crazy. So
I
don't
just
know.
think Steph and Clay, they're gonna really lock in after this. Like you can't, like when you're at their level, you can't play that bad for like. I mean, Steph didn't play bad; it was more Clay. But like, you can't play bad like that for like 2 games and then not come out and play a lot better. Like, I just feel like something's gonna happen and they're just gonna take off.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I mean, I definitely think they'll win the series. I'm in agreement with you with that. I just don't know about the finals.
if they win this series, they're going to win the finals because who's beating them after this?
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, they're not winning this series. I can tell you right now, LeBron will not give a 3-1 lead at all.
All right,
Crazier
let's
things.
make a bet. Let's make a bet right now.
That's fine.
Well, actually, that's a compliance violation, probably. We can't do that on
They
the
got to be
podcast.
about money. Listen, if the Lakers win this series, you're buying me ice cream.
In this sports betting, we got.
It's ice cream involved.
I know, but are we buying it?
You're
Here,
buying it. You're buying it.
Somebody's got to wear something goofy on the next podcast.
That's fine. All right.
If Golden State wins, you got to wear something silly.
That's fine.
Next
I'll do that.
Maybe like a Warriors hat.
Huh?
Maybe like a Warriors hat or something, like some blue crazy hair.
Or like, I'll wear a Warriors jersey.
You got one?
No, but I'll get one.
Okay. All right.
Or
All
a
right.
Warriors shirt or something.
If the Lakers win, I'll end up buying a LeBron jersey, which I never said I'd ever do that. So
You're not a LeBron fan?
I mean, I think he's all right. I'm not like a hater of LeBron. I'd rather have a Michael Jordan jersey than a LeBron jersey, if I'm being for real.
So we know who your goat is.
Yeah, we do.
Michael Jordan and Larry Bird. I got Larry Bird and Michael Jordan jersey. That's another thing we get into. Who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron? Let's talk
I
about
definitely
it.
agree it's Michael, but Larry in the conversation? Oh, no.
Hey, Larry was crazy, man. He would talk his trash, but like he was like Angel Reese in a way, like talk his crap and back it up. Like there's not many people who
I
actually
think
talk their trash and back it up.
so. Me personally, I don't like how LeBron. I think MJ has more of a killer instinct. Like he's gonna try to dominate every single play if he can. I think LeBron has changed to like where he's more of a passer now, and he doesn't care like how many points he scores. I think MJ was like, listen, MJ reminded me of Kobe. He's not gonna pass you the ball. Like he won't pass you the ball.
Kobe reminded you of MJ.
Yes, the same. No, like they're different than LeBron is what I'm saying. Like LeBron, he can hit a clutch shot, he'll end the game, but that's not his mindset all the time. Kobe and MJ's mindset were like, I'm gonna end it right here, and that's why I don't like LeBron when he does that. But I do think LeBron's an overall better basketball player than MJ.
Why? How?
He's top 5 in the NBA in assists.
He's been playing for 2 years.
Yeah.
That also makes him like, come on now.
No,
Would MJ be doing this at LeBron's age? Would MJ be doing this at LeBron's age?
Who's to say he wouldn't be? The man took a year
Yeah,
off.
we won't know that. We don't know.
Came back and won the
Hey,
finals.
listen, that's his loss. Listen, hey.
So he started playing a completely different sport, came back to it, and won a championship.
Listen though.
Right.
Listen, I listen. I love MJ, but I'm rocking with LeBron.
You're crazy, man. You're
Crazy.
crazy.
That is
You
a
are
crazy.
That's another. We just bounced to another hot take. A quick hitter. That's perfect.
Now, who y'all taking? If there's a 1v1 match between LeBron and Kevin Durant, who's winning?
I might choose KD.
I would take KD all day over LeBron.
Why?
Because KD's a certified scorer.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the best scorers the game has ever seen.
Absolutely.
Guess what? Hey, guess what though? Guess what though?
What?
LeBron's the all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
He's been.
He's older than Kevin Durant.
I hate that. Literally, the man's been playing since he was 19.
Years on the guy.
Does not matter.
Like, come on, bro. If Michael played the same amount of years that LeBron played, he would have blown his stats out the water.
Listen,
LeBron,
especially scoring.
Especially scoring.
LeBron's a physical specimen. MJ couldn't stop LeBron if he wanted to. MJ couldn't guard LeBron if they were playing one-on-one.
That's why I say Kevin Durant or LeBron and not Michael and LeBron, because they're two different sizes.
Kevin Durant not checking Braun either.
That's like saying let me go one-on-one with like Yonta Vaughn on our team, like our point guard. Like I'm gonna take her in the paint all day and score.
Bro. Then why are LeBron and MJ being compared then?
It's not about who would win 1v1. The comparison is like their statistical stuff. However, you can't hold some things against him because he didn't play as long.
That's fine. But the statistical board, LeBron is better.
Tone.
Because
he's
Y'all
can't use that argument. Y'all can't use that argument. All right, well let's move on then. Let's get to we can talk about that later. We can probably add that to our next podcast.
I'm gonna have statistical evidence and stuff for the next one.
That's fine. And if
Perris, you gotta.
Hey Perris, if you want to hop on again one time, you can and talk about that.
About this whole thing.
But we're gonna, if you want, Sam, we're gonna hop on to the next one. Segment.
Absolutely. So we're gonna transition into story time with Perris. Perris was born and raised in Florida, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Born and raised in Florida, but you were a part of like an Army family, so you got to move around a lot, experience a lot of new places. Can you just talk to us a little bit about your childhood journey and just to becoming the football player that you are today, and what kind of played a role in you taking on football and wanting to play at a high level?
Right. Yeah, of course. So, I grew up in Southwest Florida, small town called Arcadia. A lot of people don't know where it is. I typically say I'm from Punta Gorda because more people are familiar with that area. It's a bigger city. But my dad's in the military. He's in the Army, served 20 years. So we moved around a lot. So after I lived in Florida, I went to Washington State. And I lived there for a couple years and transitioned to Michigan while he was deployed to Afghanistan. And then I transitioned back to Washington State once he got back and finished my middle school career there. And then ended up in Virginia where I went to high school and, would end up going to college as well. And the football journey kind of started when I was really, really young. That was a way that my father and I bonded a lot. We spent a lot of time practicing and, watching football games or playing Madden and things like that, just having our own little personal competition. So my love for the game kind of developed naturally. And as a result, I spent a lot of time with it as I got older and older. And, like many kids, I wanted to play every sport underneath the sun. So, I swore I was going to be a basketball player, but my height said otherwise. No.
You could have been a Steph Curry. What are you talking about?
That's what I thought too. And I would definitely want all league defensive team member. So I was strapped. But so my dad, he had the heart to tell me, when I got into high school that he thought that I would be better suited focusing on my effort on football as a way to get to college. So that's what I did. Trusted him, worked really, really hard, and ended up being granted an opportunity to come to UVA and play under Coach Mendenhall and then now Coach Elliott. But and that journey in itself, had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of ebbs and flows, because everybody comes into college, wanting to be in that top spot, wanting to play or believing that they can, but that doesn't always happen. And sometimes it takes longer than other people. So, had to wait my turn and, do my due diligence and service to the team. And, now I'm blessed to be able to, contribute at a large level. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
So, Perris, do you rep Florida?
I rep everywhere, man.
I've heard you rep Florida.
Listen, I rep Florida. When Florida's in conversation, I rep Florida. When Virginia's in conversation, I don't always rep Virginia. But Washington and Michigan, I rep those two. It depends on what comes up in conversation.
Hey, VA is a great place. I'm from the 434. Virginia's for lovers, man. Lovers, not haters.
How was living in? I mean, I know it was a long time ago, but how was living in Washington State?
Oh man, it was amazing. I lived in the capital in Olympia, and I kind of liked the weather. The rain sometimes gets annoying, but it's really, really beautiful in terms of sightseeing and the nature around and things like that. And the food is amazing. So I loved it, man. And people were great too.
You like the West Coast more than the East Coast?
Careful how you answer that one.
Listen, the furthest I've ever been was when we played at BYU. That's the furthest west I've ever been.
See, and that's in Utah. You really haven't been to the West Coast.
I'm trying. Hey, listen, I'm trying to go to LA one day.
You'll get there, man. One day, we can a trip to Vegas or something, man.
Yeah, something.
Vegas is fun. I've been to Vegas a couple times. That place is fun. I've been to Spokane, Washington too. That place is really pretty.
Yeah, Spokane.
I played out there for USA basketball. They have that big 3-on-3 Hoop Fest tournament every year out there, and they took our team for like a practice round out there, and we won the whole thing, and it was a blast. But it was like really pretty too. So it was a blast. Yeah,
that was in Seattle.
No, Spokane, which is like what, Eastern Washington?
Yeah,
right
kind
there?
of. Yeah.
Kind of ish out there. Yeah.
My sister and her husband actually moved to, I think it was Washington or Seattle, one of the two. Washington, I think it was forgot where it was at. It's somewhere over there though, but she got homesick, so she moved back in like 3 months. I've never been. But yeah, West Coast or East Coast, Perris? Which one do you like better?
I gotta stay with the East Coast, man. I'm a Florida boy at heart.
There you go, repping Florida.
It's where I was born, so yeah, I definitely would have to say.
That's awesome. Wait, what high school in Virginia did you go to?
I went to 3 actually. So I went to Osborne Park, and then I transferred to Bishop, and then I went to Episcopal.
Okay, yeah. So I used to play in high school. So I played public school here in Virginia, and we always play Manassas Park, which is up there by Osborne.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, we run them up a little bit. But
what school did you go to?
I went to William Monroe High School.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a 3A, yeah. So
that's nice. Man.
We got a little bit of relation to up there. But that's good. That's good. Episcopal. Did you ever play against a Litchfield?
I played with him.
You played with him. Litch is awesome.
He's a very close friend of mine.
For those of you who don't know who Litchfield is, he plays at the University of Notre Dame, which is my alma mater. He's a great football player. But I thought he played at Episcopal, right? Is that where y'all played together?
Yep.
Great guy.
Yep.
Great guy. That's so fun. That's so fun. And the other thing I wanted to actually talk about, because I didn't know that Perris was the musician and singer that he is until I was asking him a little bit about himself, and he was like, "Oh, I play piano, guitar, and I sing." I'm like, "Really, dude? Because I play guitar too." So that's pretty cool. You don't see a lot of people who just play guitar.
Yeah, it was something I picked up not really on my own will. My dad kind of pushed me into it. My dad and my mom, they were like, we think that you'd be really good at it and you really enjoy it, so we want you to try it. And in my head, I was like, man, what do I look like, a football player playing an instrument? I'll look weird, but and I just really enjoyed it. Fell in love with it, and now I do it as often as I can, take my mind off some things.
Absolutely. So wait, how old were you when you started doing that?
12 maybe.
Oh, you were young. Okay. Yeah, I was telling Perris I didn't pick up a guitar till it was COVID, and so basically everybody went home that year for like 10-week winter break. And so I was living in a 3-story townhouse by myself, and I was like, I can't just keep watching Netflix all day. And I'd always wanted to learn to play guitar, but I just never had time. And so like this was the perfect opportunity for me to like just try it out and see if it was something I could get good at. And I stuck with it. I played it every day for 3 months. And then I got like pretty good, like good enough to play songs and stuff. So now I use it kind of similar to you, just like as a hobby, like stress relief kind of thing. So it's great. It's fun. Something else to
Maybe you have
do.
to play next time.
Oh, you want me to bring the guitar out?
Yeah, maybe I'll have to play next time, especially if we have
Well,
Perris back on the podcast.
yeah, we need a little orchestra,
What the
a little
skills are
band.
looking like.
Set that up.
Perris can sing though. You can be the lead singer. I'll just be the backup guitar.
I gotta work on my my public singing, because I haven't really sang in front of a lot of people yet. It's mainly just been my mom and my grandma, so they tell me that I'm good. So
Hold on, Perris. So when's the last time you hopped on the guitar?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's still fresh.
Oh yeah, man. I can still strum some things out, man.
What's your favorite song to play? I love playing Wagon Wheel.
You like Wagon Wheel? See, I picked the country song too. I like playing "God Bless the Broken Road" by Rascal Flatts.
Oh, that's such a great song. Oh my gosh, I need to learn that one. I play a lot of Chris Stapleton too,
Oh,
like
really?
Broken Halos and Parachute and stuff. Yeah,
those are some good ones too.
sounds good on the guitar. Country always sounds good on an acoustic guitar.
Perris gonna be a country singer.
All right, one day it might be, man. Who knows? I might be in the future.
We'll have to come to a concert when you're opening for some like big time artist.
So Perris, so your last, you obviously just got finished with your last spring.
Yes.
Of your college career. So tell us a little bit about that. How'd you feel? You sad?
Yeah, there's mixed emotions there. I would say that. It's definitely sad in realizing that it's closing a chapter, in my life. So that's kind of sad to see and reflect on the past and the things that I've gone through and what the first one looked like compared to the last one, things like that. But then, I'm also happy because, like new beginnings, it means you're stepping into a new area of life. And you got to be appreciative and grateful for that. So I'm excited for, what the future holds, but also grateful for the past,
Nice.
Amazing.
So
Antonio, well, you also just finished your last spring.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Listen, when I first got here, I had a few teammates that told me, they were like, listen, enjoy it now because the time's gonna fly by. Next thing you know, you're gonna be heading into your last year, finishing up your last spring, finished up your last winter workout, now going into your last summer. Like, it's crazy how fast it really hits you and it comes up on you. Like, I remember when I was at graduation in high school and now moving up here to Virginia in January 2019 and starting off my first spring, just a young buck running around, not knowing what's going on, not knowing how to manage school and football. And then now just to where I'm at now and like how much I grew from my first year to now is crazy to see. But yeah, it is. I agree with Perry. It's a little sad, but at the same time, you're excited for the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. It definitely goes in the blink of an eye. So any of these young fans out here watching or listening to this, enjoy it while you can because it does go by really quick. But I'm
Don't wish
excited.
your life away.
Oh yeah,
Don't wish your life
exactly.
away. I did that. I was like, I can't wait to get to college. Like, it's gonna be the best years ever, and it has been. But it's like now you've done everything that's new. Like it's kind of
Right.
like everything just feels normal. And I think back like, man, I kind of wish I was a senior in high school again because that year it's just like you're just so excited for all the opportunities that you're about to like roll into, especially as like going into a
Right.
student athlete role at a college, like learning, how to time manage, like having fun with your friends and like being away from home and having freedom. It's a special time. And, I'm going into my last year too. And I just think about a lot, like, what am I going to be doing a year from now? Like, you have hopes to be doing certain things, but you start really thinking about what is this real world going to look like? Because to be honest, we've been spoiled for like 4 or 5 years now. Like,
Right.
being at college and getting a degree and not having to pay bills all the time necessarily, like just living life. Like that real world we're going to be paying a lot of taxes.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that.
What'd you say?
I don't even want to think about that.
Man, I actually, because of NIL, I have to put my stuff in for taxes, and that's kind of crazy. I'm glad my mom and dad still help me out with that. I have no idea how to do it. I'm just like, my mom's like, send me your whatever, the I-9s or whatever, those forms you got to fill out. I'm like, okay, I just got to get those all together. But honestly, like it helps you grow up a little bit. I don't know if y'all like feel that way about financial literacy, but like I felt like I really didn't have to grasp that at all until NIL became a thing. And it's like, oh, well, now I got to know how to do this stuff because I'm going to be paying taxes. Like I got to know how to manage my money a lot better and all that stuff. So
yeah,
that's crazy.
I agree. Completely agree.
Well, Perris, going into your last year, any big goals you have set for yourself going into the summer and moving on to this season? Then any fun summer plans you have?
Well, coming up here in actually next week, my girlfriend and I are gonna go somewhere in North Carolina. I don't remember the specific place, but we're gonna enjoy some time away. She just finished her nursing finals, so we're gonna debrief kind of and reset
Nice.
for the year. And then she wants to go somewhere out of the country. I don't know where yet, but we'll figure that out.
So that's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
I want to travel the world one day.
I'm actually going to Florida at the end of the month. I'm excited.
Hey, traveling the world. I want to. My dream place is I want to go to like Greece or something.
Yeah, I want to go to Italy, man. Italy, Iceland, Scotland.
Sam, you're gonna enjoy Florida though. It's nice and hot there right now.
Oh yeah, it's cooking.
Yeah, Perris. Any last things you want to say to the fans out there? Anything unique about yourself that we missed?
I'm also the best chef.
Ooh,
I believe all of athletics at UVA.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
I'll humble myself and just say I'm the best on the team. But I love to cook. I love to chef it up and cook my little form of gourmet meals. So that's probably the only other fun fact that I'd add.
Okay.
And then just a message to the fans, man, just get ready for a great year. I think the football team is coming with a new spark, and I'm sure the other sports are as well. But we're really working towards being really, really special. So excited to put on a show for you guys.
So excited to watch you guys this year. I think y'all are going to be great, especially with, Coach Elliott having a year under his belt. It's the same for us in basketball. Like Coach Mox's first year, and we went 15-15. Like then you get transfers and you get the people in that you need, and it's going to go up from there. So I think y'all are going to be really good. I'm excited to watch y'all.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right, I'll just tell him to cut this little part out, but do we want to do anything else or do we want to close it up?
We can close it up. I was done. I didn't have anything else in mind.
Okay. Let's sit down. Okay. All right, well, I'll just go 3, 2, 1, and we'll close it up.
All right, perfect.
All right, 3, 2. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Beyond the Arc for episode 3 with Perris Jones from UVA football. We loved having him on here today. It's always great to get to know different student athletes around the UVA athletic community, and we are excited to watch him and Antonio play some football this coming fall. So y'all come out to some UVA football games because they're going to be really good this year.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.